Dangers of sugar. Sugar, 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 wowee. Why on earth do people still keep consuming this evil poison? Sugar is responsible for so many health issues in the Western world. It is in everything, including many organic products on the shelf of your health food stores and supermarket. So please remember to read labels. They even put sugar in vitamin pills and liquid vitamins. So make sure you investigate before you pay for products that are going to do you harm. I would like to share with you a little story before I go further into this subject. It is a story that has affected me for many years, and one of the reasons I stay true to my passion of supporting others to help them to become healthy as I have done. Before I wrote my book, I was contacted by a close friend of mine who had just been diagnosed with breast cancer. I'm actually her oldest daughter's godmother. Not to mention my friend was so supportive of my journey when I had cancer and was so proud of me when I overcame it in such a short time. When I started working on my book, I would give her pages to edit for me. This was prior to her diagnosis. Anyway, upon hearing of my friend's diagnosis, I immediately went round to her to see her and her husband. My friend was the mother of 2 young daughters, then aged 6 and 3. Because I had not finished my book, I offered to go and stay with her family to set her up with all the equipment, etc., needed to overcome her health issues. She declined and thanked me very much, but her doctor had said to her, because she has a different cancer to mine, my protocols would not work, and she told my friend she would be dead in 2 months if she did what I was suggesting. Wow, I was stunned. Now my beautiful friend, who I might add had a high IQ, died a couple of years later from the effects of chemo and radiation. She was only 36 years old. My friend was a huge processed food consumer and she ate huge amounts of sugar on a daily basis. I was unable to convince her to make changes. In the last couple of months of her life, looking like a bloated pufferfish, she finally gave up sugar. At her funeral, I could not stop sobbing due to the senseless loss of this beautiful woman's life. It was so senseless. I could have talked about this in another section, but the thing that really used to upset me is her stubbornness to give up foods that were keeping her sick because the doctor told her I did not know what I was talking about and sugar was not going to harm her. Apart from the chemo and radiation, sugar in her diet on a whole was the next best enemy. We all know, as I have written on page 10 of my book, sugar is ageing, fattening, addictive and is a killer. Sugar also feeds cancer cells, artificially stimulates the rhythm of the heart. It affects cardiovascular disease, affects bacterial balance, upsets alkaline balance and affects the immune system. Sugar is responsible actually for most disease in our society. We are told that nowadays there are many alternatives that are safe. Do not believe all the hype of this. These are all the known sugars you need to stay away from: raw sugar, white sugar, brown sugar, Rapadura sugar, fructose, except for real fruit. If it's processed, you stay away from it. Glucose, dextrose, corn sugar, rice sugar, honey, maple sugar, coconut sugar, palm sugar, aspartate, maltitol and sucralose. I can see the look on some of your faces when you see honey on the list. Not to mention the latest fad, coconut sugar. Honey has the same effects on the body as sugar does due to its high GI levels. It will feed cancer cells. Coconut sugar, as much as it may contain more nutrients than common sugar, it is still too high in GI and it actually feeds cancer cells, so stay away from that too. Another point to bring to your attention, if you are out and about into a shop that sells raw desserts, be wary. Not all raw manufactured desserts are healthy for you. Find out how they sweeten the raw desserts before ordering it. Here is a list of the safe sugars: green stevia, dates, lucuma, mesquite, birch sugar, remember only birch, not corn sugar, corn birch, raw blue agave, and, in moderation too, with the raw blue agave. Please note, do not buy normal agave you see on the shelf of many supermarkets. Make sure it is raw and organic. Also note, apart from green stevia, pure birch, mesquite and lucuma are other sweeteners listed to need to be avoided when on a candida diet. So apart from these ones, you can use stevia, pure birch, mesquite and lucuma when you're on the candida protocols. 4 tips to alleviate sugar cravings. Well, first, eat 80 to 100% raw nutritious meals. Throw out all processed, refined and or loaded with added sugar, including your rice, bread, biscuits, sugar-coated muesli, cakes, instant macaronis, ice cream, crisps and fizzy drinks with of course, healthier options. You just replace them. Stay hydrated and drink 2 to 3 litres of water a day. Also drink fresh coconut water. It stabilises your blood sugar and is filling. And get moving. You know that feeling you get after eating sugary snacks. Sugar releases a neurotransmitter named dopamine into your brain, which gives that characteristics of high associated with sugar. Well, exercise actually has a very similar effect and can be used as a substitute to help wean yourself off your sugar addictions. Even something as simple as a long walk or a gentle cycle ride can help warn off those sugar cravings. So bon appetit, eat well, don't eat nasty little things that has sugar in it. Bye for now.